Hello? Hello. I have a problem with the webcam. Something is not working. I think I need to unplug it and plug it again. Because it says that the webcam is GG. Like it's done. 1 second. Let me see if this way there is a chance or not. It's a pretty late night stream today. You may ask yourself why, and I don't know, I don't have a real answer for it. It's just that I felt like I could stream, and before I was chatting with the bot. I was chatting with a bot on Tinder, and so I was a bit busy, you know. Now it works. Now it works. By the way, look at the face. Okay, that's not my face, huh? That's not my face. Don't panic. Look at this. Boom. Okay, just testing. Trying to move the face. Okay, it seems to be okay. By the way, you know, this face, which by the way, you know, is my face, but this face, I think we'll get an upgrade soon because they are making a new system. They're making a new system which is called Animate, and which is basically the new. I don't want to do advertising for them, but I like the program, so they are making a new version of it. At the moment, it's in beta. And unfortunately, I didn't get into the beta, so I cannot test it. But they basically rebuilt it from scratch, and it seems that it has improved a lot the face recognition. Has improved the lips syncing, which is okay in this version, but it's not, great. And they have improved the ability to customize your avatar, the colors, and all of that. So I'm looking forward to it. And what else? Nothing. Hello, Tony. Hello, Jerry. Hello, people. Thanks for joining. Hello, Mihailo, which is basically Michele in Italian, huh? Or Michael in English. Because, you know, every language has the same root somehow, so tend to be. 1 second. I posted the YouTube link. I wanted to post the Twitch link. Just 1 second. I want to post the Twitch link. I don't know if they will ban me for that. There is another channel where I started to post our videos. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Are you ready for it? Also, when you type on the keyboard, it sounds like you are hacking. Just say, yeah, my keyboard is a professional keyboard, the mechanical gamer's keyboard, you know. So you are not a gamer if you don't have a mechanical keyboard. And so yeah, it's pretty noisy, but it gets you the perfect feeling on your tips, on your fingers. You know, so yeah, can be a bit. I mean, it's not very noisy. So there are keyboards that are more noisy than this, but still. And I'm not pressing super hard. If I press harder, like you know. But it's a very good keyboard. I really like it. Also, it doesn't have the numpad, so it doesn't have the thing on the right, you know, the numerical keypad, whatever it's called, and so it's pretty good because I have more space for my mouse and other stuff. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna continue the petition system, right? Petition system that we started yesterday. Actually, in the last few hours, I did some work. I was not just resting and chatting with the bot, which, by the way, at the end, I am now 100% convinced is a bot because he answered in an identical way to two of my questions. And even if the bot is sending picture of herself, but in reality it's not a her. It's probably just it. I don't know how to say. It's just a program. But yeah, I think I will. I don't know if I can show you because it's on the mobile. But anyway, so unfortunately, yes, it was really a bot. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna go through our mission. So create the main player petition window, right? And that's done. Create a new player petition window. This I did it in the last few hours. So this one I would say is done, even if it's not fully working. The GM petition window is missing. So that one is missing. Now, we are working on this point and on this point and on this point. So unfortunately, these three are pretty much connected to each other. So I cannot easily, say where I am on this, but we are porting all of that. Now, if you want to see the window now looks like this. It doesn't have a particular background or anything, but it has all the information that we need. Okay, so he has the petition stuff, he has the new, the save, and the delete. Now, I did some work on the server side, and I think it's now time to test it a bit because I did some work where I don't know exactly what will work and what will not work because I didn't have a time to test. I just put together the pieces, let's say. But maybe what we can do, we can, in the receive petition, we can at least put a kind of a printout just to see if this is going to happen. And in the printout, we can say received X amount of petitions. Okay, so received petitions, and then we can put maybe the number of petitions. So we can say num of this, length of this, whatever it is. Okay, and we can see. So basically, as soon as the client starts, we should ask. As soon as this window is created, we ask to the server to send us the petitions, right? I think I already connected this, yes, to the. So the window should be created. I think. I don't know if it will crash on this, potentially. So let me just create one. Do I want to? I don't know. Let's try it like this. Let's try it like this and see what happens. Maybe it will crash, maybe it will not. But basically, as soon as the client connects, so as soon as the player connects to the game, we should. We should get a message which is going to the server of getting the petitions, and we should get back an answer. And also, we should have. Let me see if I connected the new, because if we connect the new, I think we will have 0 petitions. Click on button new. Fuck no, sorry, this is a mistake. I need to change this, otherwise it will not really do anything. Create a new petition actually should open. So all of this actually should be in another place. All of this should be in the new petition window, which is a separate window. Let me show you also that one. Win petition add this one. Yes, this is the window that to add the petition. So we should do that code on the OK of this button, right? Win petition add, yes, and button clicked OK. We should go in player controller. We should get our multi-text, and instead of this, we should do this. Player controller we have already. Get text petition, get multi-line, editable text, and we should do this. Okay, and this will request to the server to add the specific petition. While if we are clicking on cancel, then we do nothing else. We just close the window. So basically here we just close the window, and basically here we are request creation of new petition to the server. Okay. So yeah, this one needs a target, correct. And so we can do this. And welcome to everyone who joined. Hello. Hello. Okay, so this should at least open up the window, and when I click, so this here we should just create a new widget. So create widget. We create a widget of type petition add, right, which is our new window, and we will just add it to the viewport. Now I don't know where I want to add it, but I think we will, by default, will be like kind of in the middle of the screen, so I think it should be fine. Or not. I don't know. Maybe we need to set the position of this window to where the mouse is. I don't know. We will see. And then there is a button save, which will just save the, well, this we still need to implement. Okay, so let's just see if it does something now, because now I think it should do something. It will probably crash on the server side when it's trying to save, but because that code has never been tested, it's just been ported as it is. So And Jerry, is there anything you want to work on? Because at the moment I don't have any open bugs, but I mean, there is so much to do. There is so much to do in any possible directions. The problem is that they are like new functionality, you know. So like we need for example, the manager for the decal system. I don't know. There is stuff that we need to do. So it's up to you if you want to really delve into a new topic, or if you still want to, you know, wait maybe a bit that I find some bugs, and then you can get your hands dirty with those. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. There are a few things that they have in mind which are needed, but they are kind of new systems. So, well, one bug that we have, but I don't know if it's an easy one, is the one about the inventory. You know, when you launch Why is taking so much time to connect? What's going on? Maybe because it's the first time. But yeah. So if you does not overlap with your development, so we do not collide. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, yeah, there are parts that we can merge anyway. Yeah, we can merge. Remember that if we are in SBN like we are now, we can anyway compare even the blueprints, right? So if you check in something, and I was working on the same one, I can do the compare of the blueprints, and I can at least see what were your changes and such. So which is pretty good. I don't know what my PC is doing, but looks like loading takes forever. Well, not forever, but it takes a bit more than usual. I think it still needs to cache. Still need to cache some stuff, probably. Right? Okay, so no combat at the moment, but just clicking on the petition button. So in theory, when I didn't connect the connection with this. Fuck. Well, I can still do window petition show. I think window petitions with the S. Window petitions show. Okay, I think it popped up. I mean, it doesn't look fantastic, unfortunately, but anyway, at the moment we are looking at the functionality. And okay, yeah. If we don't initialize it at the beginning and we are not sending any petition, this thing is not getting cleared. I see. So I need. Okay, this is the first mistake. So I should not put into the petition window an example petition item. Otherwise, it will show up and it looks like it's a real petition. So we should leave it empty like this. Okay, that is the first mistake that we need to fix. No, the bug, Jerry, the bug that I was mentioning was the following: that when you log in and you go to your inventory, right? Here we have an item that is actually a kept, right? Which is the falcon. But for some reason, if I try to attack this creature, he's saying to me, you see at the top, he says, you have no weapons equipped. You have no weapons. You have no weapons equipped. So it looks like he's not sensing the item. He's not sensing the item on login for some reason. I don't know, the kept items. Even if he's placing it here, so it's properly placed in the inventory, and it's probably displayed, because as you can see, I have a falcon in my hand. Right, it's sitting there in my hand. So everything seems to work, but when I go in combat, it's not sensing it. So the only way is to just move it away and I keep it again, and then when I do this, then it works. Then I can fight, and there is no problem for that. But it's a bit weird, you know. I don't know. There is kind of a bug. There is definitely a bug that we may want to fix. But I don't know if it's an easy one. But maybe you can trace it just to understand where it's coming from. I don't know if it's very simple, because in theory it should work. So if it's not working, it probably means there is something funky going on. There is something funky going on the server side when the character logs in. Okay. Anyway, apart from that, let's try to go in new petition. Okay, new petition is open in the petition window, which by the way I cannot, it seems I cannot move. Okay, that is not very nice. Why I cannot move it? Cannot move it because it's not managed by our Windows system. Yes. Yes. So, or we make this also part of the Windows system, or we just pop it in the middle of the screen, which can also be one way. Because like this, I don't like it. But anyway, here is the new petition. So I can say, hi, I have a problem. Can you please look at it? Thanks. Here is Melare, the Stonehead. Okay, so we say when we click on OK, in theory, kind of nothing happened. But in theory, but probably not. In theory, we should get receive message server side, request petition. Okay, it crashed, so as expected. But one thing I need to fix, so we will check the crash in 1 second. One thing I need to fix is that when we open that window, when we click on OK, after doing request add petition, we should also remove the window from parent. Okay, so we will remove this window. We will remove this window. Now let's check why it crashed. It crashed. It crashed. Yes, it crashed. We need to check why. Hello, 8-bit. How are you? Welcome back, I have to say. You've been here a few other times, if I remember right. Okay, let me check what happened. The server crashed, so it's not the client. The server crashed while trying to execute a SQL operation. Okay. And so probably the SQL that we sent was not good. Let me see, admin manager line 9876, which is a pretty nice number, 9876. So let me see, in admin manager line 9876. Okay, so this is the query, and it seems he didn't like this query. If player ID equal to petition gem, I think the addition worked then, because if he crashed here, it means that this is when, after the creation, he's sending me back the result with all the petitions, right? So let's check 1 second if in the database we got the petition. Let me see. So where is that? Is under petition something? No, huh? Would be too easy, eh, if it's under petitions. Well, actually, it seems that it's under petitions. So petitions. Aha. Okay. So it's actually here. How do I open this? I see. Hi, I have a problem. Can you please look at it? So in reality, the addition worked. Okay, so the add of a new petition worked, which is very nice, with the date and everything, with the player name. So the player number, which is 155, 54, which is me, is open. Is not assigned. Okay, so so the insert worked. Then after the insert is done, what happens is, by the way, let me start a bit of music so we can have some more fun now. Play folder, play folder, play folder music. music. Uh-huh. So. Um, get petition is coming from get petition array. Get petition array, I think, is anyway in broadcast directory petition, and broadcast directory petition is called here. So I think we did all of this, right? We did all of this, and then we arrived into broadcast petitions, and into broadcast petition there is one problem of this. Which is that since I am a game master, but the petition is mine, I should actually update two different windows: the window of the petition and the windows of the GM, right? And actually here what I'm doing is just to update the GM window, which actually does not exist. But anyway, in any case, it is a problem of logic that we will have to solve. But I think he went here, and then he went into this GM petitions. And then he went into petition array, then he went into get petition. So did all of that, I think. We can debug it, but then unfortunately, in 9876, he tried to execute this query, and this query kind of failed. GM ID. Let me see where this GM ID is coming from. Unfortunately, the query has not been printed out. I don't see the query here on the server. Usually, when we have an error, we print out result set SQL wrapper. So it's like if the result of this query is actually not valid, or because the DB must be valid. It actually crashed in 492. 492 is a lot, it's down a lot. 492. Result set operator equal. What the hell is this? Because I'm assigning it like this. Maybe this result set is known. Let me check one thing. I don't remember what is the difference between the different query command. Let me check. So we have a query. I think we are using constantly. We can enable the SQL log anyway, and see. I think the query actually got executed, but then we failed on. Let me check one thing. When we do db query, I want to find something. Yeah, like for example this one, yes. No, it's exactly the same. It's PS result set result equal to blah blah blah. So it's exactly the same. So it should be fine. We do something like that. Okay. Yes. Now the code seems to be fine. I think we will have to debug this and see what happens. Okay, because looking at it, just reading the code, I don't see any any evident error there. So we need to run it. Let me just see if I can move the petition window to be in the middle of the screen, because I think that putting it in the top left is not really great. I think I can do a set position in viewport, and I can choose whatever position. So we can do something as simple as 300, 300. I think would be okay. At least will not be, you know, in the top left. It will be like leftish. Left-ish. Okay, so let's try to launch it in debug and see what is not working. We have the debug, we have the breakpoint here. I think, by the way, now we will trigger this immediately, because now there is a petition on me, right? So I have a petition now in the database assigned to me, well, not assigned, created by me, and so it will hit this code immediately. Let me do something. Let me go here so that we are sure that, because maybe this check will fail. Also, we can see the wall stack trace. I think it's a bad. Oh fuck! I have the editor open. No, I have the editor open, so I created a hot reload, which I don't want. So I will stop it and compile it again. And I will delete. I never want hot reloads because I don't trust them, basically. I know I should, but I don't trust them, because sometimes I got in trouble for that. That I was like looking at the code and I thought it was working, and then at the end it was not really working. So if any one of you is new to the stream, please be interactive, don't be shy. Say hello, ask the question that you have. If you have any question on game development in general, on Unreal Engine or whatever, I don't know if I can answer, but I will try. So don't be shy on that. Or why my face look like a face of a tiger. Okay, we can launch the client. And so we can debug exactly what is happening. Also, we can skip the error and try again in case. So I think I don't know exactly what is happening, but I don't know, because I mean, even if this is invalid, you know, even if this is invalid, you should still get a query, and I don't understand why this query is then failing to assign it to a result set. You know, so it should assign it empty, right? So this is weird. That's a bit weird. I think overall we have the lights that are super strong. I mean, we should tone down. Okay, see, as soon as I connected, it's already hitting this. Let me check if the player ID. No, the player ID is the one of a player, so it will go down here, and it will try to execute this query. And in this case, it actually worked. Okay. So this query actually worked. Now let me see to open up the petition window and see what happens. Ah fuck, I didn't connect it. I have to connect it. Remind me to connect it. Window petitions show. But here we don't have anything at the moment. Even if the result set was 1, so but this time we have a log. We have a log, which is not very easy to read, so we need to read it from here. And the log should say yeah, we need to delete this. Actually, we don't have the log. Strange though. Because actually this thing worked. So he returned 1 petition. But then after returning 1 petition, which is most likely here, right? It didn't return it. Let me just see if this is correct. No, it's not correct at all. This will return an empty array. Okay. No, there is a mistake here. Or not. It is actually passed by reference. Get petitions. I think we can check it from the beginning. If RS is valid, yeah, it's appending to petition, so it should be fine. Okay, let's try to follow it from the beginning, because otherwise it's hard to understand. But basically we are not sending it to the client. Okay, so the current issue is that we are not sending the proper information to the client. So let's restart it again and see. We are not sending it back to the client. Webcam seems to be fine at the moment. It's not getting crazy, but you never know. It's fine. Okay, so as soon as I log in, well, actually I log in with the character because it does it based on the character. We should hit the list petitions. So as soon as I connect, exactly, you see that we hit the list petition. So the only thing I want to see is after this, if our petition is properly set or not. So result set, yes, actually has a size of 1. So this seems to be fine. So let me try to see if this is actually working as expected. But I would say yes. Yes, it's doing the push of the information. So when we come back from here, our petition array has 1 value. Okay. Exactly. I mean, this is good. So, and then it's saying if the petition is greater than 1, then publish. Okay. So this is good, and is publishing it with receive petition message. Okay. Now let me just check if the parameters are okay. There is receive petition message, petition list, true and false. Okay, so all of this looks perfect, exactly what we need. Now for some reason, but we will check it in a second, this message is not properly parsed by the client, or I forgot to add something, which is very, very possible. Always click on open here. Okay, it's opening up the stuff. Petition, player controller. So in player controller, we should have this thing, right? We should have receive petition message, which is exactly this one. Let me see if I did any mistakes here. We connected petition. Ah, fuck! I left it like this. Okay, so I know I didn't implement it. So that's why it doesn't work, because it's not been implemented yet. So yes, we receive the petition list, and we need to send it to 2 different windows. So if it's GM, then we send it to the GM window. If it's false, we send it to the player window. Now, where are we? We are in player controller, so we can easily get the pointer to win petitions, right, which is this, and from this one we can call the function that is actually populating the petitions, which is receive petitions, this one, right? As simple as that. Receive petitions. Okay, so this is basically populating the player petition. Obviously I need to pass this in, otherwise it will be useless. And I think this will become a very big graph, because we will have to manage also all the other cases, so the cancel, the close, the exchange, blah blah blah. But this in theory now should go here, and we should see and we should see the petition on the list. Now there are still a few things to do. So for example, For example, this bind event, I don't know if it's actually fully functional, because here I see that we don't highlight anything. I think here we missed the wall highlight thingy, right? Which maybe we should add as well. So let me check it. We did it multiple times. I think in any window which has items to select. So the guild window is fine. There is the list of members, so we can go and win guild. And yes, in this list it is exactly the same logic. So there should be, there it is. Exactly. So when a member is clicked, we should have a function which is called highlight selected member or highlight selected item, and this one is something that actually we don't have, right? So we need to create this function. So let's do it. We create this function inside a win petition and we call it highlight selected item. Oh no, we have it already. Wow. We have it already? Nice! Well, if we have it already, then it's much easier. We just need to call it. We just need to call it highlight selected item. Good. So we just call it, and we pass in the selected item, which is actually no merchant window. Okay, we need to change the input of this. Obviously this is not a merchant window, that is the petition item, right? And this one should go to, yeah, so there are a bit of mistakes. Well, not mistakes, but this has been ported, and so we need to cast to petition item, and petition item we should call highlight line in petition item, right? And in this case should be not highlight, and in this, so we put it here, we do this, we put in this item, this item, this item, okay, and then we do the same down here, but we do it with a selected item, and in this case the highlight is here. So basically is deselecting the color on every other entry and is selecting in this one. Okay, good. So this also we did, and that one we did as well. Okay, good. So I think we can stop our server and we can launch it and see if at least the opening is correct. Connect the petition to Windows shortcut. Yes, I need to do that. Good thing. So let's connect that. Let's stop the server. Thank you for reminding me. So, and also we have to save everything. So the shortcut, I don't remember actually how is it done, but the shortcut, you know, I don't remember. Should be inside our bar at the top. So we need to have we have a win shortcuts. No, win shortcut, I think win menu bar. Yeah, win menu bar. There is our menu bar. Now there should be one empty for petitions. Here it is. Petitions, create icon, type petitions. Actually it's already petitions. But it is only creating the icon, huh? This is only creating the icon. Yes. WD menu bar icon. But then WD menu bar icon. WD menu. WD menu. Why is not here? Why a WD component is not here? Actually, he's here. It's just me not seeing him. I see, because the N becomes, comes before the R, and so. Look at this graph. Look at this monster. Okay, well, it's a bit of a monster, yes, but it's okay. So petitions, you see, petition to do. Petition to do. Actually, petitions now we have, and we know the petition is. Well, actually, there are two petitions though. There is petitions and petition GM. So we need also to change. While I'm here, let me also change our PS window thingy. PS windows, because petitions is good, but is not enough. Because after petition, there will be another one, which is petitions GM or GM petitions. I don't know if this will make a difference. That would be the name. No, it doesn't make a lot of difference. I think we can keep it petition GM. Hello, Frosty. Hey. Hello, Frosty84. Welcome, and thank you for the follow. What brings you here? Is video games, Unreal Engine, game development. What brings you here, my friend? So, we connect this, so petitions and petition GM. So petitions, you see that now it appeared. So petitions is now, by the way, petition GM you have to call it manually because it's not in the shortcut menu. But petition is number 27. So we can connect number 27. So the help will remain to do, but petitions we go to set ID 27. I know it's a bit hard-coded. I mean, I know that this thing is a bit hard-coded, but to tell you the truth, it's not too much of a problem because I mean, it's not too much of a trouble. I think it's fine. I mean, we have windows that are named by they have a string, but also they have a numeric reference, and overall it's not an issue. Okay, so we connected it. So you should open the window 27. You should open and close the window 27, which is the petition window. So let's save all. Let's save all. Yes, we need to check out whatever we need to check out because we did a bit of changes here and there. Okay, everything is saved, so we can launch it again. No, I don't want to launch the server this way. We will launch the server. We will launch the server again by debug. So in Visual Studio, in debug mode, and we will launch the client. This thing I think I can close, so it doesn't do any weird things. And the client, I launch the client. So now when we start, we should get, I think we will get it, let's see. Unless we get a crash, but it seems that he's reading from the database the petitions properly, and he's listing, he's extracting them, so just a matter of visualizing them on the window, so they should be fine. I think the petition system is a good system for players to actually interact with us, I mean with the GMs and everything, so this is why I wanted to port it, even if it's not a super critical functionality, but I think is important, and also is something that when we do it, you know, it's done forever. Hello, I see more people joined, welcome, thanks for joining. Okay, so the server side has sent the information, now we are on the client, and we want to see if we are, oh my god, this music reminds me of the 1 million dungeons, like, so we click on petitions, and nothing happens, okay, thank you. Interesting, we will check why, maybe there is another piece, but in theory it should have worked. Okay, let's still go with the, there is another piece probably missing. Window, petition, show, so we can still see it like this. Okay, so we have the window with the petition now. There are a bit of a weird visual issues, but like this thing is a bit overlapping the other one, but I mean it's just a matter of fixing it. But we have the fact that is no GM assigned, is open, we have the creation date, and we have the description, right? Now the only thing that I see is that I cannot really click it. Let's try to create a new one, and I think we will get the crash. Okay, so now our petition window at least will say, this is my second request, please do something. Okay, so we create now, I think here we will get the crash. Yeah, we get a gem -1, player ID is -1. I don't understand why the player ID is -1. Check player ID. If ID is a petition gem -1, get a complete list for the gem. Okay, I mean it's not this the case, but fine. This time it didn't crash, by the way. Ah, he went there twice. The first time worked, the second time he went there 2 times. Why went here 2 times? That's a bit weird. The second time, so this thing is coming from, yeah, this thing is coming from add. So add petition direct, yes, which is the one that is basically adding a new petition. So the petition was properly created into the database, we didn't get any error. So we get a message on the client which says your petition was submitted. And then we have the broadcast petition. Now the only issue I have with this thing is that here is basically searching for all the GMs connected, because we want to send a petition to all the GMs, right? And is listing because it's myself included, and so I'm sending it twice. I'm sending it twice, one to the GM, one to me as a GM, and one to me as the player that submitted it. That's why it's doing 2 cycles. Which is a bit stupid, but anyway, even if it's stupid that it does 2 cycles, it should not crash. It seems that it's crashing in the second iteration. Like the first iteration is okay, which is this one, right? Is listing the GM petitions. But anyway, I think it's fine because it's actually sending it to two different windows, right? So one is sending it to the GM window where that petition will be listed, and one is sending it to me as a player where when I will see my petition as a player. So I think it's fine that it does 2 cycles. I think it's fine. In the second cycle though, something happens because include self is true. It goes into this petition. So my god, also this music reminds me a lot. List petitions. So we go here, and here we are basically redoing the same query, which is a bit stupid to be true, but I think we should cache the petitions because, but anyway, there's another problem. So we are hitting the database here. We are hitting the database, which is a very bad idea. But anyway, we should hit the cache of petitions. But we can change it later, one day. So let's try to understand why it crashes. Because here it goes inside get petition array, which is exactly the same thing he has done already once. Right? He's just doing it twice. It goes inside of this. It goes here in get petition array. Is trying to do this get petitions. Is GM request. Maybe here there is a difference in the get petitions PID. So maybe the 2 cycles are calling this function with different parameters, I guess. So GM request in fact here is false, okay? And so it will not get the GM as -1, but we will get the client get PID, which anyway is valid, so it should be 154, which is my PID. And then the second is if is a GM request, but again it's false, is getting a -1 here. Okay, I think I understood the logic. Now is coming in with 154 and -1. 154 as a player and -1. So it is saying if the player ID is GM, yeah, unbox. Yeah, if it tries to unbox -1, I don't think that. Is unbox fucking up in unboxing in -1? Make type ID PID. Let me just check 1 second if we did anything weird. The only thing is that it's a const, but I don't think that's a problem for him. I don't think that should be a problem. But basically something is happening here, you know, between this query and this query, something is fucking up. So here it goes inside our operator. which is my result set, which by the way is a size of 2 and is a valid result set. So in fact we have 2 petitions now in the database, is fucking up with something, because it's saying if this result set and set do nothing, we assign our set to ourselves. If my res my SQL free result, and then here is trying to read set my res, but set my res seems to be not valid, or no, my res is not valid. Bro, I don't understand the difference. They are exactly identical. These two lines are exactly identical. I don't understand the difference. Why this line doesn't like the assignment? It doesn't like the assignment to this result set, which is declared here, is a variable which is valid. It has a size of 0, but is valid. Inside he has a my result set, which is actually not valid. Okay. Is it because this thing needs to be initialized in any way, or well, there is a pointer too. So, or that query really fails badly, I mean more badly than we expect, and okay, I think I will debug it again because I'm confused. I want to see if that query returns something or not, okay? Because I don't understand. I mean, those two lines should be different. Yes, he's executing it twice, but it's fine. The second time he's trying to send it to, the first time he's sending it to the GM, and the first time he's sending it to the player. But for some reason the second time fails very badly, and I don't get why. We will debug inside this DB query and see if we get any error, like this unboxing is fucking up on a -1 for whatever reason. Maybe it is. No, which by the way, it was 154. So I think this query is getting executed. It's just the assignment of that query to this. Is there any problem in this query? Like select left join characters on pet assign GM PLID with pet ID %D and pet status. Cancel modify. It's a real mystery. Let's try to see the execution of the query. This is one of, I mean, it's one of those problems that when you look at them makes no sense, but I'm pretty sure that we will arrive to a point where we'll say, ah yes, that's exactly why. That is exactly why. So the first one should run flawlessly because we did not create a new, right? A new petition. So this one, I mean, I cannot really debug it unfortunately because it's a bit of a mess. So let's just let it go. We'll just let it go. This one is running okay. The problem is when I'm trying to create, right? Window petitions show. When I'm trying to create a new petition, and so it's trying to send both of them. There is the third. Are you all sleeping? So when we do this, the first one runs okay, so I will do F5. But the second one, which is this, players 154, gem -1, gives the error. Okay, so let's try to go inside this query and see. There should be a grad 2 query. It will arrive here for sure. Yes, in fact, it arrived here. Okay, with our SQL. I guess that our SQL properly substituted, yes, player with 154. So the query is fine. So what the hell is going on here? Yeah, he executed the thing. And he's doing return result set. Now, in this assignment is fucking up. Wow. 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 Because set is bad. But shouldn't it go through? Shouldn't it go through this? We always catch this song. We always catch this song. I mean, okay, on 5 hours or 4 hours. So basically, the issue here is that when he tries to assign the result of the query, which is actually valid, to this result set, right? He's trying to assign it to this myRes, and this myRes is actually not initialized, so it's not pointing to anything. And the assignment goes to bananas. Right? But set myRes is valid. So what the hell? Do you think he's doing it here? I mean, do you think that maybe the error is actually on the wrong line? I mean, it's like in the previous line. Let me do one thing, because let me do one thing. 1 second. Let me do one thing. I'm so surprised of this. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, it's the same result set, and so it's getting. I mean, it's doing it twice, and it's messing up between the two result sets. I don't know. It seems so weird, though. So weird that happens. So weird that happens. I don't understand what is going on here. I don't understand, my friends. But we will fix it, we will fix it, don't worry. We will fix it for sure. We will win at the end. At the end we will win. Why launch another client? I already am. Okay. the first time, fine. I'm not even looking at it. Well, what I can do, you know what? What I can do, I can check what is the difference, you know? I can check what is the freaking difference now, the first time that it does it okay. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Exactly in this thing. Come on, please. Why is not going there? Result set operator. No. Result set operator equal. This one. Exactly. Okay, so let me go. No. What happened? Okay, is here. So this is the time that it works. Okay, this is the time that it works. So it goes here. My res is actually pointing to null. My res is pointing to null. And set my res is pointing to something good. Okay, so it's not doing the free, so it will skip this line, yes. And then it's assigning set my res to my res. Okay, so that is the time that it works fine. And it gives no error, so my res now has the same value of set my res. So it's not doing the free. This is null, it's not doing the free, and then it's assigning. And all of that works like a charm, perfectly. Now we will check when it's not working. And see why the hell that result set is fucked up, because the problem is that the result set is fucked up. So I log in, let it go, everything works fine. Everything works fine. Then I create a new freaking petition. Windows show. By the way, I can also do just /petition, but and here I create a new one. And we create a new petition. The first time I let it go. The second time, which is this one, which is the one that's gonna fail, we are going to analyze exactly the same point. So the operator equal, right? So I enter with my result set. This is not my res. You see, there is the issue. That my res is not null. My res is shit. My res is shit, and since it's shit, it's trying to do a free, and it's actually not failing here. It's failing here. Now it's entering here. Yeah, now it's entering here. It should not enter here. So the question is why my res is shit. Which is a pretty good question. Well, I can initialize it. Why? First of all, let me understand what is my res. My res is what? Is the results is inside? Is the pointer inside result set? Yes. Is the pointer inside the result set? And it is getting created Can I go back to this thing? I can skip this. Let me skip this. And let me, you see, if we skip this, it actually works. So it's just a matter when I create a new result set now, when I create a new result set like this, do I actually initialize everything or I don't? When I create, I think there is a missing initialization, which is actually incredibly enough happening only in this case because we are reusing the same result set twice in the same function and something is getting fucked up. I don't know exactly what, but I think I'm close to understand the why. It's pretty weird, but so the server is running now. Yes, let me go there. I want to see if when I do result set, rs is actually calling an initializer or not. And probably the answer is not. Please petitions. Okay, so I want to see this. When I arrive at this point, okay, in my rs, I mean, why my rs contains stuff? No, it's actually not containing anything. Okay, this rs is not containing anything, right? Size 0, my res, null, current row null. But when we do this, do we call the actual initializer of this? That is the question I have. Are we calling? No, please. Do you think it's calling this? Do you think it's executing this line? I think it is. And I think what we should do, we should do size equal to 0 and myRes equal to null. You know? I know this seems weird, okay? Because you say, hey, how many query you have executed in your game until today? And I would say thousands, right? And you can say, okay, why this thing never popped up? And I would say, I agree. And I don't know exactly why it never popped up. But here we are missing an initialization to null of this thing. You know? When we are creating a new result set. So I don't know why we are missing it, and I don't know why never has been a problem before. But I think that when memory goes to shit, maybe it's executing, you know, that thing very, very quickly twice and is trying to reuse some memory, and since there is not initialization, the memory is dirty and it's not been freed yet or something like that. And I don't know. I think that's the fix. I think that's the fix, boys. It's compiling. We are waiting the compilation to complete. My Windows want to update itself. Your device needs to restart to install updates. What is my device? You mean my computer? Why is calling my computer a device? That's a bit insulting to me. No? It's like calling my computer a fridge. Or not. It's like calling my computer a fridge. Your device needs to restart. I mean, come on. Hello, boys. Hi. Did you try exclamation mark points? If you didn't try it yet, you should. You do exclamation mark points and you see how many points you have. If too many people do it at the same time, I think you will time out. But okay, so let's launch it again with this quick fix. Okay, the server is running. So maybe at the 5th time that we create a new petition, it will work. Okay, you're not interested in the points, I see. There is one song that I would like you to listen to, but it's only one in the full list, so I think it will never, randomly, it will never happen. But when it will happen, boys, when it will happen, you will start to dance on your chairs. I know. You will start to bang your head to the wall. I know. It's a video game, it's an old video game with pretty rock music, let's call it. I mean, I could also launch it directly, but window petition show. Okay, let's see if at the 5th time these guys are listening. Hey, this is the 5th. I hope there will be no 6th. Okay, let's do okay and see if the world explodes again. Ah, you see, it worked! You see, it worked! It worked, huh? You didn't believe me, huh? You didn't believe me because you said no, because that function has been called a million times, it's impossible, I don't believe it. And boom. And boom, it actually worked. Okay, nice. So we fixed this nasty bug. By the way, the nasty bug can affect a lot of other stuff, so it's very good that we catched it and very good that we fixed it. Now, a few things we need to do. We need, well, to fix this button, because for some reason the hide worked. Is the show that doesn't work. But the show doesn't work because there is the freaking invalid. I know why. I know why. There is the save game that doesn't know that there is this window existing. Okay, so the addition works and the list works. What we need to do now, we should test maybe the delete. We should test the delete, huh? I mean, it's a bit shitty, I have to say, because there are a lot of things that are one on top of each other. But the highlight doesn't work. Why the highlight doesn't work? Why the highlight doesn't work? It seems that I'm clicking. It seems that I'm clicking on the background. For some reason. Like, this thing is not reacting to clicks. By the way, I think I should not be able to type here. Oh yes, I should be able to type to save this one, select. Okay, let's fix the selection, okay? And let's fix also the fact that it doesn't open. So for the fact that it doesn't open, it's pretty simple. I think the only issue is that we have the save game. The save game. Where is the save game? The save game is here under save games, I guess. Yes, it's this thing. I need to delete this. Otherwise it will mess up. But we need also to stop everything and launch the editor again. Because the highlight is not working at the moment. Ah, you're interested in the points, huh? You have 65 points. You get points by watching. Now, what we will do with the points, I don't know yet, but if you want, you can try exclamation mark slots like this. Wait, because my English is as usual a bit fucked up and the music is pumping, but you can do exclamation mark slots and then a certain number of points, like 5, and you will bet 5 points on the slot machine and see if you win or lose. Huh? You didn't think you could do that, huh? You can try. Exclamation mark points, no, exclamation mark slots, and then a number, like, I don't know, 5 or 10. And you will get points. Okay, so let's fix the highlight. Seems that the highlight is actually not working as expected. I think Passifani, you are or not live or you are very, very slow in reacting. You should click on the live button at the bottom, and so you will see it real time. You will see the stream real time, because I think you are not. Okay, so let me see what is going on here. So why it didn't highlight. So in theory, our win petition is creating all these petition items, is sending them here, is binding to this, is receiving the petition click. Okay, we should check if this is receiving the petition click, because it is our problem at the moment. It's not receiving the click. It's not receiving the click. That's how I lost my points. Maybe this time you win. No, you lost. Okay, you can. So you didn't want to do it again. Huh? Okay, so I pushed you. I pushed you to do something that you didn't want to do. Okay, I'm sorry. Lost 10 points. So we need the WD something. The WD petition item. Okay, this guy. So let me see if this guy is clickable somehow. So we should have an image. Yes, this image is visible. So actually, yes, is clickable. Actually, is clickable. Let me just see if we have the right dispatcher. Do we even have a dispatcher? Yes, we have it. It's called Click Petition Dispatcher, and it's taking the WD petition item. So yes, it's correct. This is binding to Click Petition Dispatcher. Ah, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Boys. Was not connected. Was not connected. Easy. Not connected. Easy. So let's say that now is connected. So it will probably highlight. Now, when he highlights, he also needs to do some other stuff though, because he needs to set the. But then, yes, it needs to set the text at the bottom. So this text, which is multi-line, blah blah blah. Okay, let's say edit petition text. Let's call it like this. At least it makes more sense. So it should get edit petition text and set the text. No. And set the text to this. To this, right? So we will see the petition text. We will see the petition text on the window, and that will be nice. Then after this, we want to have the save working, and we want to have the delete working. So let's try to do it right now. So the save. So that is saving the petition. So if you save the petition, first of all, you need to have something selected. If you don't have something selected, then by the way, I think there may be a small bug that if you select something and then you close the window and that petition goes away, I have to think about it. I have to think about it. But let's do the easy case. The easy case is that you select something and you. Okay, so let's say select petition. So let's check if get selected petition. Should we just reset all the highlights whenever we receive a new list? I think it's a good idea. So when we do this, we clear all the children, and I would say we also need to clear the selected petition. So we'll set the selected petition to empty. Right? I think I will play this game only for the music. Stellaris. I didn't play it, but I like the music a lot. It's a kind of a space exploration kind of game, and it has a very good music. Because yes, when you are exploring space, you need to have a relaxing music. Actually, there are also expansions. I didn't take the expansions music, but maybe I should. Okay, so now we set this, so we are sure that we are clearing it, right? And so now we say if this one is valid, or is not null, or is whatever. Can I do valid, or can I do... No, I cannot. I should. Why I cannot? Because it's a struct. But I can check the ID. I can check if the ID is greater than because here it will set it to an empty structure, and the empty structure, luckily for us, as I think as a -1 in ID, so I think this is what we can check. Let's see. Where is that? Messages. We should search for a petition. PS petition info. Exactly this one. Yes, as a default as ID -1 and everything is empty. So there's also one of the reasons why you need the constructors, you know, why you need an empty constructor, because the editor needs to do it when you're like setting variables to empty. So I think we can just do this. We can say if the ID is different than -1, right? So actually the petition is a valid petition that I selected, and I would say also if the text is not empty. What do you think? We should say that the text, because if you do an empty text, edit petition text, yes, I would also say if the text is not empty, right? We do a pile like this, like a hamburger of yeah, like a pile of things. So the selected petition is different than -1, right? And the selected text is not empty, so we are here, right? Then we want to save the petition. Now to save the petition, we just need to call our where is it? request add petition. We did it like this. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. We did it here. I think it's fine. So we can do. Here we are in player control. Yes, let's do a new event, which is request save or change. We call it change everywhere, so I keep it the change. If I don't like the name change too much, but executed on server and reliable. And the only thing we need is the ID and the description, right? So these are the only two things that we need to have. So we will have as an input the ID, which is an integer, and we will have the description, which will be a string. And this is execute on server and reliable, and it is request change of petition. Maybe I can say change in parentheses save, because actually is a save of the petition. Okay, and in this case, since we are already on the server side, we can just do this. Boom, easy. ID, boom. Description, boom. I will invert the order just because I want the lines to stay this way. And we will say petition change, right? Petition change. Nice, so it is good. It is good, petition change. Then we will call this. So from our save button, if it's false, we have to call in our player controller. If it's false, guys. If it's false, in our player controller we need to call the request petition change, and we will connect the multi-text to this, and we will connect the ID yes, to this. Okay, and so this will be our save. I don't think we need much else apart from testing it and actually seeing if it works or crashes something, but this will be the request save of petition. Then we have another one, which is the delete. We can also delete the petition. Incredibly enough, we can. So we don't have any specific check to do when we delete. I think when we delete, we just delete. We can do the check, yes, if it's valid. No, the check if it's valid we need to do. We have to do. The check if it's valid we need to do. And yeah, by the way, I could have got the text from no, that's good. And then what? If I go on delete, I just need the ID. I don't need anything else than the ID. So we need to go here and create another method, which will be an event, custom event, request delete petition. You know, these guys will be a bit hard to find by name, but okay, because they don't start all with petition, but I think it's okay until we are here in the editor. So we will have the ID, which is an integer, and this one also will be run on server and reliable. Okay, and this will do nothing else than calling this method, which is a generic method that we did, it works for everything, which is I think pretty nice, so we don't have to duplicate delete. We don't have to duplicate all the calls, all the RPC calls, it's just one. So this one will just connect the ID, the rest we don't care, and is petition close. Yeah, it's called delete, but whatever. It's called close, but it's a delete. Okay. And so also this should be fine. Also this should be fine. Okay, so we did the delete. I need to call it though. So if it's different than 1, then I call request. Wait, I need my player controller. Request delete petition. And this we go like this. Okay, and this will be our request delete, close, whatever, delete petition. Delete and close are synonyms, like save and change. Okay, good. So do we have any other function? I would say not in this window. We have other functions in the game master window, but not in this window. In this window we have the new, the save, and the delete, and then the ability to select and show the results, right? So let me see. Let's try to see if this works, and if this works, I think we are already in good shape. Do we want to call it? No, so no. Let's just run it normally. Let me just be sure that I do a save all. Okay. And let's start the server, let's start the client. Let's see what is going on. Fuck, I lost my point. This slot machine is hard, huh? It's not easy. This slot machine is kind of hard. Okay, it would be nice to delete some of the petitions that we created, because actually those were a bit of a test. Those were a bit of a test. Is loading up. Okay. What do we want to do? We want to click on petition. Let's see if now it pops up. Ah, you see, now it pops up. Okay, I think I need a background to this manage petition. It's not visible. It's not easy to read it. So if I click on one, if I click on one now, it highlights properly, which is pretty cool. If I click on another, I just need to fix the space between the things, but it's okay. If I click on this, I see it. So for example, I want to delete the fourth one. Okay. So let's try to delete it and see what the hell happens. I clicked on delete and nothing happened. Okay, the question is the code for delete actually implemented? That's a good question. Maybe not. Well, I need to check if in the code the delete and the save are actually implemented or not. Because maybe not. There should be a delete or close petition. Delete, no, maybe a close. Close petition. Well, close petition is actually here, so close petition is here. I don't know if no, wait. Close and delete are not the same thing. Close is updating with status closed. Yes. Fuck. They are not the same thing at all. There is close and cancel. Did my petition went to close status? No. It's still open. Okay, so here we have a bit of a mix. So there is a cancel and there is, so let me see, so change is change, but yes, then there is a cancel and a close. Now the delete is actually the cancel. The delete is actually the cancel. On the UI, what did we say? We said delete. I think in the original one there was cancel, not delete, or what? No, if I copied it, it should be the same. Okay. Can't see it. Is it? The original one there was delete. Okay, so we are compliant with the old. So yeah, delete should really cancel it, but it seems it didn't. Okay, let me try save with modified. I will click on save. Also save seems to do freaking nothing, unless it changed in the database, but I don't think so. No, it didn't. It didn't do it. Why? I connected this. Selected petition is the ID is different than -1. Unless we fail here. Unless we fail here and so we don't... if it's different than -1, I mean, the ID of the petition for sure has been sent to us. You think it's not going even to the server side? Maybe it's not. Because save... So what should happen is that request petition list for player. Let me see if we get any message server side when I click on that thing. If I click on save, yes, you see that something happens. Something happens. It's saying request petition list, but actually request petition list is not the right one. Why we are going there? Why we are going to request petition list? Unless the printout is just a copy paste. Yes, the printout is just a copy paste. Is request petition message. Okay, so we go server side actually. We go server side, we enter into handle petition, and then let's see why should fail. We enter into handle petition, and we should get, at least for the change, we should get this, and this is going into change petition. Ah, okay, it is not implemented. Okay, cancel and change are not implemented, that's why. That's why, boys! Okay, fine. Okay, that's good. We're gonna do it right now, and also pretty quick, because we like efficiency. Boys, you still alive or not? Okay, so let's try to do the cancel one, and then we will try to do the change one. So, wow, this is all to be done. We need to change the signature of this because we need the ID. Here we need the ID, and on change we need the ID and the actual text, right? Or description. Let's call description, I think. And we need to change these two thingies also in admin manager.h, and these ones are cancel petition, change petition. So cancel petition, why there are two? Why there are two cancel petition? This one probably comes from the GM, and the other one comes from yeah, there are really two. But it's not good. Why we need to have two? Are these two identical or they are different? Tell the database to change the status of this petition. If not, cancel petition. Now, one is calling the other. Update the petition status. One is calling the other. So I don't have to touch this one. I need to touch this one. Okay. Okay, now it's more clear to me what the hell I have to do. So we will change this, and then we will call player ID. The problem is that here we are going through player ID. I don't know why. Why we need this player ID? Assign GM. Player ID, client. Anyway, I believe in this thing. What is this music? It's the intro cinematics. 07. I think I can delete it. I think I can delete this intro cinematic. 1 second, I deleted from the music. I deleted from the music. 07 intro cinematics. Yes. Done. Easy done. You are still here, huh? Nice. So you are seeing the evolution of what we are doing somehow. Of the fact that slowly, piece by piece, brick by brick, we are rebuilding our game. Piece by piece. Okay, what I was doing now, I distracted myself. Ah yes, I was saying that I need to change this one. Let's assume that the code works, because if I start to question the code, it will take me forever. So the code, we should assume that the code is working, okay? Because it was working for the previous game, so it should work also for this game. So we just changed the ID, so we pass in the ID. So here we have now ID as a message. Now we need to send back. So if there is a problem with canceling the petition, I see actually that here is sending back a message. Now I don't know if you really want to do this, but let's say that we do. So we do the same that we were doing. So we take the client, we send null for the petition thing, and I mean I can copy this one too, I guess. And yeah, receive petition message. By the way, I can have the declaration with GM equal to false like it was in the old one. So when I don't specify the last parameter, you know, I'm fine. Like it was in the previous. So I think we should do the same here as well. As a default is false. Okay, so I can remove now this. Now I just need to redo this for all these pieces. So get petition. I just have to be extra careful of not messing up in the copy paste. But apart from the copy paste, no. I was messing up exactly the copy paste. I just said that and I was like doing it. Okay, so cancel petition is here. It's just ported from the previous code and it should work. It's actually calling cancel petition, but I think that this one was ported already. Yeah, so it should work in theory. The other one we want to change is change petition. Change petition needs the ID and the description. Before it was done with messages, which was done in a different way, because in the old PlanShift we were using a completely different client to server networking model. Hello Hula. You need to say hello, but good night. Yeah, it's a bit late. It's a bit late, but it's good to have you. It's good that you are here, you know. So we do this, then we need to do the same as this. So I'm the king of copy paste, and I will copy paste this here, and this one can be deleted. Okay, at the moment I'm not really reasoning exactly on what this code does, but I'm assuming that it does what it should do. I'm just converting it to our new system. Okay, so we did the delete, we did the cancel, and we did the change, which are the two functions. Now I think there is still stuff in here which is commented out, so I think we still have some stuff commented out for sure, but let me do a save all and let me do a recompile, and then we test it. So now in theory delete and save, or cancel and save, should be working fine. Should be working fine. Starting to be a bit later. I think I will have to go soon, but I think we did good progress anyway. I think we did actually good progress. So we tested the delete and save, and if they work, I would say we call it a day. And if they don't work, we fix them. And then tomorrow, so basically we are working on these three functions now. So actually the sequence is not this one. The sequence that we are doing things is this, which by the way makes more sense. This ensure the code is fully converted is a bit of a stupid task, because when you did that you have finished the job. So the create a GM close petition window. So in reality this one belongs to the GM, and this one we didn't work on the game master window yet, so we need to do that as well. So at the moment we are here, okay, so we did the main player window, the new petition window, and now we're working on the delete, new and save, okay, and I hope that, okay, failed, white failed, cancel petition, No overloaded member. Haha. Yes, but we have the ID, so we can just pass in the ID. And change petition, you want the description and the ID, so I can just do ID and description. Now you want a teacher to answer of this, huh? Okay, I will give it to you, and that's it, I guess. Change petition. Okay. What is the problem? It's the same. Yeah, because we are still. Oh, okay. Then we have some to convert to the new enumeration. Actually, this 3, and I guess also this one. Okay. I think it doesn't like the empty. It doesn't like the empty thing, so actually we cannot pass null. We need to pass. We need to pass an empty. When we pass null, we need to pass an empty array because it's not allowing us to do it, which makes sense. And here we need to pass petitions, and here we need to pass the empty array, right? Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's see if it compiles now. I can't wait to have all the stuff ported and finally starting to work on new features, you know. I mean, we're not too far, we're not too far. And sometimes we are already working on new features, so some small pieces, some few things I added. So, I mean, the Unreal Engine version is not exactly the same as the old one. Okay, if it works, I will put on the song I was mentioning before, okay? The song that I said, there is one song of a game that will make you dance on your chair. If it works, I will force that song in the playlist, okay? Okay, so I want the delete, so I want to delete the 4th one. So let's try to click on delete. Nothing happened. The 4 is still here. Let me see the database. It's still in the database as well. So why? Okay, let's try the save. Maybe at least the save works. So I will do 4 boys modified. Save. Okay, 4 boys modified actually